trying to grow your legs or your booty, squats are one of the go-to exercises. Regardless of whether you love them or hate them, they can be very effective. But over the years as a doctor of physical therapy, I've come across a lot of people who hear squat and automatically think, nope. I've heard it all.
I can't do them, I get knee or back pain doing them, I'm afraid of getting hurt, or I don't feel them in my glutes when doing them.
So, if this sounds like you, before you swear them off entirely, make sure you're not making these 3 big squatting mistakes that could be the very reason you have pain in the first place. Plus, how to fix them so you can do squats the right way and build that peach. Let's talk about it. First of all, not all squats are created equal. Your form will be very different if it's glute focused versus quad focused. And today we're focused on booty building. So, mistake number 1, your knees go too far forward. The more your knees go over your toes, the more likely you'll only feel it in your quads. And it may also be why you feel more pressure and or pain in your knees. If your goal is booty building, you'll need to keep your core tight, back straight, chest up, weight in your heels, and sit back as you lower down, like you're sitting into a chair. Your knees can come forward a little bit, like mine does here, but it shouldn't be going too close or over your toes. Think about keeping your chest, knees, and ankles stacked. If you're not used to it, it may feel awkward or like you might fall backwards. That's very common when you start, and it's okay. As your glutes get stronger, you'll feel more balanced and have more control. Mistake number 2, depth. To build your glutes, you want your knees to get to about a 90-degree bend or a little lower. That's where you'll feel the most tension on your glutes before you drive back up. If you can't squat deep enough, it could be because your glutes aren't strong enough yet, you may have some joint mobility issues that are limiting your range of motion, and or the weight you're using is too heavy for you right now and you need to decrease it. But you also don't want to go too deep either. The deeper you squat, you'll activate more quads and less glutes. You'll also be breaking the form we just went over because you'd be too upright, your knees would be going too far forward, and your chest, knees, and ankles would no longer be stacked. Ass to grass squats are great, just not for booty building. Now for mistake number 3, overextending. From the bottom of the squat, drive through your heels and squeeze your glutes. Your end position is with a slight bend to your knees and hips. Your glutes and core should still be engaged in this position. This keeps the weight directly over your center of gravity and stable. If I were to straighten up completely and lock my knees, the weight would be too far behind me, it would throw me off balance, and that could cause some injury, especially with heavier weight. Squeezing your glutes at the top does not mean overarching your spine so your hips end up in front of your shoulders. You won't feel more glute activation in that position, and your back's not going to like it either. So, what's the best way to work on this? Box squats. Even if you're using just body weight to start, having a box there is a good tactile cue to make sure you're getting low enough as you sit back. And it's also a good safety net if you're having a hard time keeping your balance as you work on increasing your glute activation and control. And it doesn't have to be a literal box. You just want a flat surface at or just below your knee height so you can get to a 90-degree bend in your knees at the bottom of the squat. Your glutes should tap the box at the bottom, not sit on it. And it will depend on what your gym has available. Here I use an adjustable step plus a bumper plate to get the right height because the boxes at this gym would have been too high. You could also use risers plus a bumper plate like I did here, or if you're doing this at home, you can use a lower chair or stool. And finally, make sure you get your form on point first before you increase the weight. You will need progressive overload to build your glutes, but the weight won't matter if your form is shit and you're not activating your glutes properly. Form over ego lifting, period. So, give these tips a try and add some box squats to your next glute day. You'll thank me later. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.